at the particular site. Those visuals that are coming in now from the encounter site itself. Remember, this was the crime scene. This was where that horrific, that gruesome crime was committed by these 4 accused earlier this month, where a young 26-year-old veterinary doctor who was on her way back home after visiting her doctor was brutally gang raped and then murdered, and then her body was set ablaze by these 4 accused. The police was under a lot of pressure to try and nab the accused, and of course there were calls from across the country that there should be speedy justice in this matter. There shouldn't be any sort of prolonged trial where the family loses patience, where the family just keeps waiting for justice to be delivered. And there was a lot of pressure on the cops as well, because initial reports suggested that the cops had not taken the case very seriously. When the family had approached the police initially, when not being able to contact their daughter, they were told, maybe she's eloped, hang on for some time. The FIR wasn't registered, and cops kept moving the family from one police station to another, saying, this is not within our jurisdiction. So it took close to 4 hours before the first FIR was registered in this case, a missing complaint which was registered. And then, of course, subsequent reports coming in of a villager having spotted the young doctor's body, which was set on fire a little away from the toll plaza, and then reporting it to the police, the family identifying the body, and then, of course, the national outrage over such heinous crimes still being committed 7 years down the line from Nirbhaya. Nothing had changed. Ashish, my colleague, is on the phone line with me from Hyderabad right now. Ashish, give us more details. What happened? What time? What are the cops telling you?
So, follow me this morning, actually at exact time. So, police teams, after taking them in police remand yesterday from Kerala Police Center Prison, high security Kerala Police Center Prison, all these accused were taken for a scene recreation at that spot. Police took them to the toll plaza, Shamshabad toll plaza, and police were doing these scene recreation at like actual in sequence wise, that fateful night, how and what time they did what. So they took them to this particular culvert of Hyderabad-Bangalore highway, NH44 culvert, where the charred dead body of Dr. Disha was found. And there, what we are learning that these accused tried escaping from the police, because this culvert connects farmland, which is both sides of this highway, this culvert. And since it's a wintry session here, and it was foggy and misty outside there, and that's what our sources telling us, that they wanted to escape. They assaulted one of the constables and wanted to escape from there, and police had to open fire. Now police personnel, senior officials are there. They are investigating all the entire incident. Remember, whenever one encounter takes place, police has to follow certain procedures, late procedures, judicial procedure. It comes after any encounter. Now, senior police officials, DCP Shamshabad, Commissioner of Police, several other police officials, all are present at that spot. They are verifying the claims and counter-claims. Now, further legal procedures are on. Panchanama process is on. But yes, a top cop of Telangana police has confirmed India Today that yes, all these 4 accused are now no more. They are dead. But yes, police at the same time, that same senior most officer told us that definitely police will investigate the entire circumstance and try to find out what exactly happened and what caused that team to open fire on all these accused. Remember, court of Shamshabad, the local court of Shamshabad had granted a 7-day remand. Actually, technically it's a 10-day remand to the police, which started from 2nd December onward. But due to certain reasons, yesterday only police able to manage to get these accused out from highly secured central prison where they were lodged in isolated prison, and they were under continuous surveillance and continuous watch. And after taking them out, police started recreating entire scene. Yesterday also, police verified and collected forensic evidence from the truck which was used in the crime. And while recreation of the entire scene, entire process, it is alleged, it is reported that all these accused tried assaulting and escaping from the crime scene, and that led to an encounter in which all these 4 accused are killed.
Right, Ashish, the cops will have a lot to answer for. I'm sure you're speaking to a lot of your sources within the police in Telangana. They'll have a lot to answer for because 4 accused, unarmed, were with them, and they must have had a lot of police personnel over there with the kind of security that is needed in a high-profile case like this. The 4 accused tried to escape, and the only resort they were left with was to open fire. They will have a lot to answer for.
Yes, Palmi, and that's why I'm mentioning, and that's why the senior most officer, the source of India Today, he also said that definitely that's why it is taking a lot of time. They are verifying verifying every claim which police party has made there, and they are justifying the encounter. The claim they are verifying, all the senior officers are at spot, and they have assured, the senior officers are assuring us that they will follow the latest procedure. Whenever one encounter happens, there are certain procedures which police need to follow, and that's why they are gathering all the evidence, all the they are doing panchnama of the crime scene where this encounter has taken place, and you can see the vehicles, the senior most officers' vehicles, and all the areas they have surrounded. Several police vehicles have surrounded this particular area under the culvert, and now they are further examining, further collecting evidence, and senior police officers of Telangana Police are confirming that yes, they will go by the law. When whatever procedure comes after one encounter, they will follow encounter, and they'll cross-check the claim of an encounter. But currently, the situation is that yes, all these 4 accused are dead. They tried escaping from the spot after assaulting the team, and they were shot dead.
Also, Ashish, who were the cops who were present at the scene of crime this morning?
It's the Shamshabad police station team, the investigative officer, and other teams. All these were they were part of the investigative team, and they took them to the crime scene. It was a small party, not a huge party. It was a small party. They went to the spot, and there this incident happened.
Okay, so will they have to answer for the fact that it was a very small party which was accompanying all of these 4 accused? This is a very high-profile case, as we've been discussing. Shouldn't there have been more security?
Yes. Now we can question the entire encounter and the security labs, or the motive behind the encounter, or what actually happened. But yes, at that time of encounter, there was a small party which was present. It was Shamshabad Police Station's party. Remember, this case is under Shamshabad Police Station limit, and the Shadnagar Police Station limit. Shadnagar Police Station limit. Shadnagar is a small police station, and their team was there, carrying them for the scene recreation, and that time this encounter took place.
Right. Ashish, we'll let you go for the moment because I'm sure you need to collect more details. We'll, of course, try and connect with you in a bit. Let's just recount to our viewers what has happened this morning. Big breaking news that's coming in this morning. Those are visuals that are coming in from the exact scene of crime where the rape and murder of a young doctor took place just a few days ago. It sent shockwaves across the country. Everyone was outraged that women continue to be unsafe in India. 4 accused in the case, all 4 accused in the case were immediately nabbed by the Telangana police Within hours of the crime having been committed, they managed to locate the scooty the deceased was traveling on. They spoke to people at the toll plaza from where this incident, close to where this incident actually took place. They spoke to petrol pump owners in the vicinity as well, because the 4 accused had purchased petrol in order to set the deceased body on fire. They pieced together all of these links, were able to trace the 4 accused who were blue-collared workers from nearby villages, were able to pick them up immediately, produce them in court. They were sent first into 14 days judicial custody, and only day before yesterday they had been sent into police remand, 10-day police custody. They were moved out of jail and sent into police custody yesterday. This morning, the cops took them to that exact scene of crime which you see on your screens right now. This is where the incident took place, the crime had taken place, and this is where the 4 accused were taken in order to recreate the scene of crime, because the cops had to file a charge sheet in this matter. Remember, the Telangana government had ordered the setting up of a fast-track court just recently. So this matter was going through a fast-track court. The cops had to put together the prosecution that they would be needing in this matter in order to nail all the 4 accused before the court of law. They took them to the crime scene. They were trying to recreate the crime scene, and then the police claims that all 4 accused, who are in their 20s, tried to escape. It was a small party from the Shamshabad police station which was traveling with the accused to the scene of crime. They tried to escape. All 4 accused, unarmed, tried to escape, and the cops had to open fire. The topmost police officers have confirmed now to India Today that all 4 accused in the Hyderabad rape and murder case are now dead. The topmost police officers, in fact, from Hyderabad, are now at the scene of crime, trying to piece together what exactly happened this morning, speaking to the police officers present at the spot, trying to understand what happened and why was it that they felt compelled to open fire on the 4 accused who were unarmed and in police custody at this point of time. Remember that there was a lot of national outrage